Hey artists, fellow artists, art fans, drawers, painters, how are we getting on? Wow, yesterday was a bit full on actually. Now I've been experimenting with recording drawing for After School Club, and it's been a real eye-opener actually. Now I use the GoPro, or I have used the GoPro a lot, for various things like Keep Fit, where I wear it on my head. It was pretty good for that. But really, the GoPro is designed for a wide angle, kind of sports, skateboards, cycling, running, all that sort of thing. Things with a landscape as well. I've done some recordings on my push bike, for example. And I did some recordings for drawing landscapes. And that was quite good because you can look down at the landscape that you're doing, and then you can look up and you can look at the landscape, and the GoPro would get it all in. Do you see what I mean? But doing drawings is proving completely different. You don't really think about it. You kind of take it for granted. The eyes have got an amazing capacity to focus on the central bit when you're looking at a distant shot. And then when you're looking close up, similarly, your eye gets rid of all the stuff you're not concentrating on. Your ears do that too. I've noticed that with recording with a microphone. So when you record with a camera, it works differently. So you need to get things in the frame. So there's no point having a wide angle when all you're looking at is a kind of, a 10-inch drawing space in the middle of your eye. Do you see what I mean? So the first day I used GoPro just to see. Now, the thing I do like about the GoPro is I got a really high quality, lovely HD videos. But they took an age to edit and to upload because you've recorded all this information that you don't need. You don't need everything around the edges. So, I'd take it into the edit, I'd go close up or I'd move around, get the horizon level right. The other thing that was happening, so because I was wearing it on my head, you don't realise how much you're looking around when you're drawing, looking at your reference material. When I talk to the, whoever was watching, or imagine who's watching, because it wasn't live, the camera would be vibrating all over the place because I gesticulate. I'm gesticulating now, you see. So the next day I tried the iPad. Now the iPad was really lovely to work with. I really liked my iPad, and what was so lovely about it, the best thing about it, was that I could record on it and then take it into software called Rush and edit my whole piece. And Rush is pretty good actually, because it's called Rush for a reason. I mean, I assume that's why they call it Rush. You can edit a film really, really quickly. You can put your titles on, you can put some graphics on, which was really good, and some music, all really, really easily, really quickly. Better than iTunes, actually, iMovie, rather. But what Rush did was compressed the recording and then put it up to YouTube. And it was really, I wouldn't say blurry, but just not clear enough. Also, it's quite big, the iPad, so if you have it close to your hands where you're drawing, it's in the way or it's casting shadow. So all of these things were really problematic, although I did make a beautiful film yesterday about how to draw, but it wasn't clear enough. So I've been doing a bit of research this morning, and it's looking like the phone is going to be the best thing. Now I've got a new eye. It's quite an old phone, but of course it can do quite close up because it's quite small. So today I'm just going to do a couple on the phone, but I want to do widescreen. Because I want you to see all the pens I use and how I decide which colours to use and things like that. Because these drawing lessons that I'm doing for the Rat Gang show are really about teaching someone to draw. You learn by doing. Of course, you learn by doing. That's how you become a good artist. You've just got to practice all the time. But practice comes at a cost. You need to be motivated. And I'm not sure if just looking at wonderful drawings is particularly a motivation in itself. It's much better to have the process revealed. how do you lay down these first colours? How do you get these interesting things that you can do, these experiments and all of that? So, it's important, I think, to see the procedure. And the wonderful thing about instructional video is you can just put them on fast speed. You can do that on all the files. I think you can only, actually on my video system, I think you can only do it twice as fast. But what I'm doing is speeding up at the edit so you can watch really, really fast. But that's still really good to see how it's done, And I think one of the biggest things is I never do anything too permanent. I sketch things in and I think, is that going to work? And then if it doesn't work, I can just get rid of it again. That's lovely with digital, actually. You can just get rid of it again. But there are ways of doing it when you're not using digital drawing tools. You can use a lighter colour, for example, or you can use a pencil and rub it out. I tend not to do that because I get in a mess. It's always a very messy process using a rubber. So rather just sketching. But this is the thing with recording. When you're sketching in and it's very light, you can't actually see what I'm doing. So this has been a problem as well. So we're going to do some slightly more grown-up work today, lettering. And we'll be doing that probably this afternoon. So if you want to come and watch the show, you're more than welcome. All the videos are now available, actually, on the website, and you can buy them individually, or you can subscribe and get them all free. But I thought that's quite useful, isn't it? If somebody just wants to tap in to see what it's like, it's $1 or £1, and that's a really useful kind of way of seeing if you like, because you have to get used to the way somebody teaches or the way somebody videos and films. I mean, I talk rubbish, sort of rambling on, but that's, it's quite meditative, I think. And today I thought I'd use music as well, put some music on in the background. So it's just there, something gentle, some classical, or nothing with lyrics, because lyrics are very distracting, I think. So there we go, quick update for today. So if you want to come along and sign up, and you can watch all these wonderful videos I'm doing, and I'm pretty sure the phone is the way to go. Actually, I've just watched a video on YouTube, a chap talking about all the different angles. I've been playing with those all week as well. Now, I did one over my shoulder, behind me, over my shoulder, or to the side of me over my shoulder. And all that did was, because I'm right-handed, you couldn't see what my hand was doing for half of the drawing. So that's no good. You could see after the fact as I came down, but you couldn't see where the pen joined the paper. Do you see what I mean? The other side worked better, but it was casting shadows, and shadows are a nightmare actually for filming. Total nightmare, absolute pain in the bee, really, really is, because it spoils the view and it also covers up the detail again. So then I did one in front to the side, front to the left, front to the right, above. So today we're going to practice with a few different angles, and I'll do this lettering, and I'm going to do some different styles of lettering, and we'll pick some freehand ones with a maybe slightly graffiti edge, because then it just gives you this kind of idea. I mean, letter writing is quite well done by hand with a grid, but we don't all have access to a grid, so we'll just be doing a cheater's method, measuring with your thumb, for example. That's quite a cool way. Or I always do this, bits of my finger, half a forefinger, or the top nail, or things like that. It's really, it's not perfect, so you always get that slightly handmade feeling. And remember what I was saying yesterday about how handmade things are. They're special, and people are starting to like them again because they're sick of the way the machine is so uniform. Same with music. I've been looking for music to put on these videos, and it's, unless you use your own, which is a pain in the neck actually to upload and what have you. If you use canned music, we used to call it canned music that's already made off the shelf in a can, It sounds very digital. It doesn't sound quite so nice. So I thought, well, I might get the best of both worlds if I record it in the room. So it'll hopefully sound a bit less digital if I do that. So lots of fun today. We're going to be talking about the Rat Gang crew and how I go about drawing a rat, or a rat fusion, and how I do some lettering. So we've got lots of really exciting stuff. So do pop along to the show. And there'll be a blog with all the blogs for subscribers have some very cool downloadable images as well. So that's quite useful. So catch you later, guys. Have a great day.